Whoa, whoa. Hello, everyone. It's Charlton, and I'm going to tell you about this, the story of the Christian missionary. His name is John Allen Chau. He's 27 years old and was killed trying to go to an island deep in the Indian Ocean. It's called the North Sentinel Island. It's one of many islands, the Andaman Islands, Andaman and Nicobar Islands in the Indian Ocean, where on this particular one, the North Sentinel Island, there's a group of tribes people that have been living there, separate from all of civilization on their own. They probably don't even know the modern world exists, surviving for like the last 55,000 years. It was his plan to go there to basically convert these people to Christianity. And, he's originally from, I believe, Portland, Oregon. He's an EMT, but he's done a variety of charitable works, and he's deeply religious. I think he worked with FEMA during Hurricane Katrina, as well as he just supposedly, according to the report, just shows up wherever there's a crisis in the world and lends his assistance. There was an individual who described a friendship he formed with him, who shared a flight with him from London to Phoenix. And he was telling him about this, that this was his mission in life. And the person he formed the friendship with, who was Scottish, actually, I think his name was Neil MacLeod, was aware of the Andaman Islands and how dangerous they were. And he was explaining how John Allen Chau had just this sort of magnetic, very charismatic personality that just kind of, he was just delightful to be around, and you instantly wanted to get to know him. So, but apparently he had been planning this for 3 years. So he hires some fishermen to illegally take him to this island in the Andaman Islands, the North Sentinel Island. The people are called the Sentinelese, and this group of tribes people that, and he actually, on the 15th, supposedly he made it onto the island and interacted with some of the tribesmen or tribespeople. And there's journal entries that he made in his final days before he was killed, as well as a letter that he wrote to, I believe, his brother and his sister and his parents, explaining himself a little bit. So, but on his first encounter, the fishing vessel that brought him there, and the fishermen illegally drop him off in his kayak, and then he rows himself to the shore, and he sends them away so that they're not detected by authorities. And then he actually has gifts. He has football and a fish, and he has his Bible with him. He says he literally was within inches of some of the tribes people, and they pretty much almost immediately got angry at him. And he said, "My name is John, and I love you, and Jesus loves you." And then at some point, I think a younger male, he described around 10 years old, loses his temper and shoots an arrow at him that hits him in his Bible. And so then he retreats. I believe he actually abandons his kayak, which is destroyed, or he just leaves it behind and heads back to the fishing vessel, the fisherman that took him there, at a pre-planned location that they would meet at if things went badly. And then overnight, this is when he made some of these journal entries and penned this letter to his parents, sort of explaining, why he's doing this and so forth, as well as talking about the encounter that I just described to you. So the next day, the same fishermen bring him back there. I guess, I don't know if he had it was the same kayak or he had brought more than one with him. He goes ashore, and the fishermen literally describe that they are shooting arrows at him, but he continues to advance. I think so, the arrows do hit him at some point. And the tribes people literally put a rope around his neck, according to the fishermen that described the situation, and drag his body away. And the fishermen are scared, so they flee and they leave the area, and they return the next day. I guess this would be on the 17th, and they see his body on the shore, lifeless, and it's just determined that he's dead. They still have not retrieved his body from this island, the North Sentinel Island, deep in the Indian Ocean. According to the Indian authorities, they're working with like anthropologists and tribes experts to retrieve his body, because of they need somebody who understands the cultural sensibilities of the situation and can literally go ashore, take his body without harming any of the tribes people that live there. It's absolutely insane. So the letter that he wrote to, I believe it's his brother and sister and his mom and his dad, the day before or it's quite possibly the day he was killed, because it's dated the 16th, 0620. I don't know if that's the time. So if that's early in the morning or what, it might be. And it's 11:16, like, you know, early morning hours of that day, and he dies later that day. So it says, Brian and Mary, mom and dad. You might think I'm crazy in all this, but I think it's worth it to declare Jesus to these people. Please do not be angry at them or at God if I am killed. Rather, please live your lives in obedience to whatever he has called you to do, and I'll see you again when you pass through the veil. There's something else that he underlined that I could not read. It says, don't something bad or badly. I'm not real sure. Then it says, this is not a pointless thing. The eternal lives of this tribe is at hand, and I can't wait to see them around the throne of God, worshiping in their own language, as Revelation 7, I guess that's 7, chapter 9, 10 states, something like that. I love you all, and I pray none of you love anything in this world more than Jesus Christ. Soli Deo Gloria, John Chow, 11/16, 2018, 0620, written from the cove on the southwest-ish something of North Sentinel Island. And that's the story there. He was killed. They still have not retrieved his body, you know, and because it is illegal to go there. They are protected by Indian or international law. The tribespeople cannot be tried or charged for this murder. The fishermen are going to be charged for some crime, doing, you know, because it's illegal for them to escort him there. But to the best of my knowledge, the tribes people that allegedly killed him cannot be charged for anything for this. And that is the story there. All right, thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below. I'll see you in the next video. Later, man.